Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you about 10 shelf-stable items that you can keep in your pantry that will hold up, that won't fall apart on you. The first one is mustard. Um, I've been known to buy mustard. In fact, I've actually been known to buy more than one bottle of mustard, a couple. And one of the bottles that I didn't use actually wound up holding up. I think 7 or 8 months down the road when I went to open it, to finally use it, when I ran out of the first one, it was fine. All I had to do was take the bottle, shake it up, to get the contents, to where they're all together. And then I just, took the cap off and took the seal off and put it back down and I squirted it on whatever I was going to use. And it was fine. The taste was good, the whole nine. So mustard is definitely one item that's definitely good to keep in a pantry in a shelf stable situation. The second one is one people commonly don't really talk about, but it does hold up because it comes in a can. It's usually made by LaChoy. Bamboo shoots. Now, most of the time when you think of a bamboo shoot, you're thinking of Oriental food, something Asian along that line. I guess if you really wanted to and you wanted to be creative, and there's nothing wrong with creativity, you could take that and possibly incorporate it into some other dish. But I do know as a fact that a bamboo shoot will hold up. Um, I've actually bought some and kept it on the shelf for about 10 months, maybe almost a year, and it was still good. So definitely keep that one in mind, even though that's one most people commonly don't think of. The next one um, would be bacon bits. Now, bacon bits, be careful which one you buy. You've got an imitation bacon bit and you've got the real imitation bacon bit. If at all possible, stick with the original bacon bit. You will be much happier. I've bought it. In fact, I've bought more than one bottle. And 6 months down the line or so, when I went to open the second one to use after finishing the first, it did just fine with me. The taste was still there, it was intact. Nothing seemed old about it. But a lot of it also depends on where in your pantry you keep it. I do recommend a cool, dry space. I do recommend that over anything if you're going to store anything. Okay, the fourth one, um, let's see, that the fourth one would be soy sauce. I've bought soy sauce. In fact, I have some. Usually, when I buy soy sauce, I get a better deal on the bigger container, and I usually only buy Kikkoman brand because that's really the only one that's worth getting. But I usually get the bigger bottle at a wholesale club, and I've got a bottle in there that I've got in my pantry that I've had for about a year, and I've used it, and the taste is still there. It's good. So that's another one that easily holds up, no problem, is soy sauce. So keep that in mind whenever you go to put together some shelf stable items. Um, the fifth one, canned mushroom. Canned mushroom is one that tends to hold up pretty well. Canned mushroom is something I normally do buy, keep on hand because I use it in certain dishes. One of the things that I like to use it in is in my spaghetti sauce sometimes. I'll use it there. I'll also use it in a dish that I use called that I know called chicken adobo. Garlic, onions, mushroom, boiled chicken, soy sauce, and you incorporate it together. But soy sauce does hold up. That's another one in case anybody's wondering. If you ever want to have a condiment that's going to hold up and be there for you and it not be bad after a year or so, soy sauce. So keep that in mind. Um, the next one I have in my list is green olives. Green olives tend to hold up a few months. I could also say that pretty easily about black olives as well. Whenever I buy green olives, I try to buy them in the glass jar. That's the way I prefer to get them. And then if I buy olives, I usually get like Lindsay brand. Or if I can get a decent enough price on store brand, if I can find it, I'll go that route. I'll just get large black pitted olives. But they tend to hold up pretty well in your cupboard for a while, in case you're wondering. Um, the next one on my list would be croutons. Croutons is dried bread. So you don't really have to worry about any bread going stale there because it's already went through that process. That one is a good one that holds up. I've been known to have that on hand in the cupboard uh, for a few months at a time and been perfectly fine with it and use it in a salad or whatnot. It did just fine for me. So, croutons is a good one to definitely have in your cupboard on hand if ever in the event that you would like to make some type of salad or whatever else you may want to use croutons in. The next one on my list is canned artichoke. Okay, artichoke also good in a salad. Artichoke, if given a choice, I would much rather purchase artichoke in a glass jar. I prefer the taste. I think it tastes better. It's fresher. Vigo is one that's known for making a pretty good one. There used to be one called Progresso, but I haven't been able to find it lately. But Vigo is a very good one. Like I said, it works great on salads. You can eat it straight out as a snack if you like that type of thing. It works really good. It's also shelf stable, and that will hold up um, a few months as well. Um, if you're wondering if that will do or hold up in the pantry, yes, it will because I'm here to speak on it and tell you that it does. So that's one to keep in mind. Um, the next one is pickles. That's my eighth one. Pickles is another one that tends to hold up. But I will tell you now the pickle that I prefer is one of three. Vlasic, which that will stay in a pantry. Clausen has to be in the refrigerator. And another one called Grillos, Grillos. That also has to be refrigerated. But they do tend to hold up. They do tend to hold up. They've been known to hold up a good couple of 3 months. Would I want to go past that with um, pickles? Probably not. I would probably want to keep it about a 2 to 3 month span, but they do tend to hold up fairly decent or all right. Um, my ninth one that I let's see, red wine vinegar. That's a good one. That's another one that's really good to keep, um, for salads or whatever else you want to use it on. I do like to use red wine vinegar also on steamed vegetables. I will go the extra mile and use that on my steamed vegetables. Like, for example, kale or spinach, if it's steamed, I like to use red wine vinegar. It works really well. It holds up. It has a decent shelf life. Last but not least, my 10th that plays along with red wine vinegar is olive oil. I've been known, and I know this as a given fact, I did it one year. I bought a bottle of Pompeian extra virgin robust olive oil at Sam's Club. And it was a decent sized bottle. I kept it from December of 22, and I finally ran out of it probably in the summer of 2024, last year, about July or August. And it held up. The flavor was good, the taste was good, it didn't die out. So that's another one. If you're looking for something to be shelf stable on your in your pantry that doesn't tend to go out in such a hurry, consider olive oil. It works really well. So anyway, these are my tips that I have to share with you of some shelf stable items that will hold up in the pantry. Well, with the exception of the pickles, depending on which one you buy. And that pretty much, I just wanted to go ahead and, mention that to you, in case you guys have any ideas of what is and what isn't shelf stable. Well, anyway, I'm glad that you could join me on this, and keep a lookout always for a new video. Make sure you put the thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and you like what I put out. And make sure you get all notifications. Make sure you click that as well. But I do appreciate you coming by, watching the video, and I myself will see you back here next time. Bye for now.